Hello, dear students. Have you ever wondered, when a baby is born, what actually decides whether it will be a boy or a girl? For centuries, people made guesses and even created superstitions around it. But the real answer lies in something tiny, hidden inside every cell of our body: chromosomes. Let's take a closer look at this fascinating process. The mother always provides an X cell that contains one X chromosome. But the sperm from the father is of two types: some carry X and some carry Y. The one that reaches the egg first decides the sex of the baby. Isn't that amazing? The whole decision rests on a microscopic race of sperm cells. Now, let's remind ourselves of something fundamental. Humans have 46 chromosomes, neatly arranged in 23 pairs. Out of these, 22 pairs are called autosomes. They decide body traits like height, eye color, and metabolism. But the last pair is special. They are the sex chromosomes, X and Y. If this 23rd pair is XX, the individual is female. If it's XY, the individual is male. Notice something? The father contributes either X or Y, and that contribution is what tips the balance. Let's focus on the mother's role. Every X cell, without exception, carries one X chromosome. That's all. So, the mother cannot determine whether the child will be a boy or girl. The deciding factor always comes from the sperm. The egg is like a stage, always ready with eggs, waiting for either an X-bearing sperm or a Y-bearing sperm to arrive. This simple fact completely destroys the unfair blame sometimes placed on mothers for the sex of the child. Now picture this: an X-bearing sperm meets the egg, which already has X. The result is XX. This means the child's constitution is female. In other words, a daughter is born. Half of the father's sperms are X-bearing, which means there is always about a 50% chance of having a daughter. Look at this diagram. You can clearly see how the X sperm joins with the X egg to form an XX zygote. Isn't it fascinating that such a tiny event creates the foundation for life? But what if the Y-bearing sperm wins the race and fuses with the egg? Then the result is XY. This combination produces a male child, a son. Again, the probability is 50% because half of the sperms carry Y. So, the father equally contributes to the possibility of both sons and daughters. Think about this: every birth is literally a toss of nature's coin, but instead of heads or tails, it's XY or XX. Here's the most fascinating part: it's all about chance. Out of millions of sperms released during fertilization, only one makes it to the egg. If that one happens to carry X, the result is a girl. If it carries Y, the result is a boy. Neither parent has any conscious control over this. Biology proves that both possibilities are perfectly equal, 50% each. Isn't it incredible that something so important is determined entirely by chance? Sadly, in some societies, mothers are blamed when a son is not born. But science speaks clearly: the mother always provides X, while the father provides either X or Y. Therefore, it is the father's sperm that determines the child's sex. This knowledge is powerful because it clears away harmful myths and promotes equality. When we understand the biology, we also understand why discrimination is not just unfair but also unscientific. Let's connect everything we've learned. The egg always carries an X chromosome. If fertilized by an X sperm, the result is XX, a daughter. If fertilized by a Y sperm, the result is XY, a son. Each possibility is equally likely, 50% chance. So, the entire process of sex determination rests on which type of sperm reaches the egg first. Isn't it wonderful that something as delicate and random as this can shape an entire human life? So remember, the sex of the baby is not decided by the mother, but by the father's sperm, and it is a matter of pure biological chance. I hope this session helped you see the beauty and fairness of nature's design. Biology truly is the science of life, and every concept we study reminds us of how intricately balanced life really is. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of biology.